Herzlich willkommen, liebe Leute, zu einem neuen Video. Diesmal ein neuer Prototyp, und zwar Space Traders von Outside the Box Games. Neben mir steht Magnus und Jesper, genau. Und ja, das ist wieder ein Weltraumspiel, in dem ihr ein Händler seid, versucht Geld zu scheffeln, könnt dabei auch abgeschossen werden. Jetzt erstmal auf Englisch das ganze Interview. Welcome, Jesper and Magnus. You are from Outside Box Games and you have on the SN 2019 a new game. It has Space Lane Trader, your first game.
Yes, it's our first game, so we're really excited about this.
It's a game where you can play as a trader and trying to collect money, and you can combating against other players.
Yeah.
And after this interview, we'll explain the game on the board for our viewers to give us some information about the mechanics.
The winning conditions, you mean? Yeah. Okay.
About the story for first.
Okay. The setting is set 1,000 years in the future. Man has spread across the galaxy and terraformed planets close to Earth. And the Terran Federation has now spread too far and don't have enough ships. So they have opened up the possibility for private enterprise to do some of the trading, peaceful trading, goods trading. And doing this, they have set up a competition because they won't let just anyone participate in this. You have to show that you're competent. So the first player who earns 750,000 credits and returns to the solar system gets a permanent trading license and gets to earn a lot of money.
Okay, it sounds like a little bit of a race game. You're collecting money, trying to finish the game with the money you have. And yeah, can you tell me what makes the game special, or something new mechanics that we don't see in the board game, or have you a collection of many mechanics and trying to do something new?
Yes, well, of course it's a collection of different mechanics, but what I think we have tried to do new is we've tried to balance the fact that you can play both as a trader and as a pirate, or a mix in between the two. And as a pirate you can actually attack your opponents, but without too many negative consequences for the person being attacked. But of course there is a gain for it as you as a pirate as well. So it should suit different playing styles. If I like to attack my opponents, that's my playing style, more aggressive, then I can play as a pirate totally. But if I like the more peaceful trading part of it, then I play as a pure trader. And I can mix up the
and
two.
with the money you earned, you can upgrade your ship and
Yes.
buy new weapons and...
Exactly. It's actually 8 different characters that can advance in experience and different abilities. And they have all a special ability that's special for that character, unique. So they have disadvantages and advantages. And then there's 4 different chip types that you can make better by buying upgrades, yes.
And how long did you work on the game?
It's coming up to 2 years now, so it's been a long time. It's our first game, so we've been trying out a lot of different concepts. But I think we've landed in a good design.
Yeah, but the space theme is really popular on the board games. And when did you start planning to release it now? You search for a publisher, or you're trying to give it on Kickstarter?
Yes, of course we would like to find a distributor that is willing to distribute this for us. So that is one of our goals here at SN Spiel 19, to see if that is possible. If not, there will be a Kickstarter end of this year, early next year maybe.
I think next year.
Yeah.
It's too close this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Many people will see how this game works, and I can tell you it looks very nice on the table. It is awesome looking, a nice prototype. And yeah, we will explain you the rules on the board, and maybe we seeing the game in the release.
Yeah, sure. Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so the first thing you do in the mechanics is that you choose a character, and there's 8 different characters to choose from that has different abilities and therefore different advantages and disadvantages. And depending on which character you choose, you then get a starting amount of money. And then when you've chosen the character, you choose which ship to play. And there are 2 ships that you start with. It's either the Hyperion, or on the other side there is the Aegir. And they're small freight ships that will help you carry a small amount of cargo between planets. The one ship is faster than the other. It can reach further into space, but it carries less goods, whereas the other one is slightly slower but carries more goods. So it's a choice between more goods or less goods, and versus speed and maybe a little bit slower, but you can earn more when you land. And what happens as you go along is that you will draw event cards. There are 2 types of planets. There are green planets, they're a little safer, and there are yellow planets, they're a little less safe. And the event parts, they mirror this, of course. When you draw an event card, something will happen. It could be good, it could be bad. And you will earn experience.
Because each round you draw one event card?
No, each time you set your ship down on a planetary system, you draw an event card. So it requires that, and actually with one of the ships you can land several times in the same turn, so you can draw several event cards if you have enough speed. But as you draw event cards and you get experience, in the backside of your character you have experience that you can gain and put the experience points into becoming better at piloting, combat, trade, or a special skill set for that character. And as you do, the character becomes better and better and can do more in space and earn you more money. So it's the same as evolving and improving on your ship. You improve on your character as well.
And how do you perform the actions from your ship and from your character?
Okay, so
what is the turn?
The turn order is simply this. At the beginning of your turn, you take your ship. Let's say we're here, and we decide where do we want to go. Now, this ship that I've chosen here is the fast ship, the Aegir. No, it's the Hyperion. There we go. It's the Hyperion, and it can move, as you can see, 8 spaces. So if I want to, I can actually move further out in space with this ship, and then land, and I can purchase the goods on that planet.
You must draw an event card first.
Yes, as I land, I must draw an event card. Exactly. So I draw an event card, and we'll see what happens. It says trade opportunity. Now, in this case, I read the card and I perform whatever action it says. So I can either gain something or lose something. And then I also gain experience points. The experience points, here we have a card already. So the experience points, in this case, maybe say I choose piloting. So I become a little bit better at piloting, and that means that I can, take speed tokens. I should have known that, yes. So I will pick up 2 speed tokens. 1 for each advance here. And these speed tokens are secret for my opponents. They don't know what I've drawn, so I keep them to myself. I can then use them to advance further if I want to, and move my ship at any time later in the game. But as it is, I land here, I buy goods, I pick up the goods, I buy a trading permit over there. I have trading permits. No, those. Sorry. This is a trading permit.
Okay.
I buy a trading permit for the goods that applies. And because of that, if I get caught by authorities, they will not claim my cargo. If I don't have a trading permit, my cargo could be claimed. As you see on these cards, some of them have dealing with the authorities printed on them up here. That if I see that text, it will claim my cargo.
Okay.
So.
What is this nice sheet here?
This nice sheet is actually a reference sheet, so that I will know which planet produces what type of resource and which planet are interested in buying it. So from this I can learn where to go, and each player gets their own sheet, so they can see easily where to go. And as you can see, there are different sites. There's actually 2 different game boards, so you can mix it up by playing either the Terra sector or the Omega sector.
And how they produce the goods? With the event cards?
No, the goods are produced every turn. So once a round is played for all the players, new goods are introduced. And you can read on each planet how many goods are produced on that planet of the type that's there.
Okay, and one thing, can you tell us something about the combat system? How does it work?
The combat system is actually fairly easy. So each ship, they have a defense and an attack ability that differentiates. And then you can add on to that with items that you have upgraded your ship with. And you combine the 2 numbers, and then you use a dice, a 6-sided dice, to decide how much damage you do. And then the opponent use their defense ability with whatever equipment they might have improved their ship with, and also rolls a die. And in case of an equal number, the defender wins.
Okay, very, very, very simple. Where can you give the upgrade items on the ship? In this slots, or?
Yeah, you put the upgrade items in these slots. And as you can see, you can only have 1 of each type. And there's also a limit, because they use a certain amount of weight and a certain amount of energy. So depending on what ship you have, you have in this case you have 20 weight capacity and 20 energy capacity, but the smaller ships will have less. So depending on which ship you have, you can have a certain amount of equipment.
Okay, and the game goes on and on and on, and if you're earning money, how much money you need for win the game? How does the end game triggers?
The end game is once a player has reached 750,000 credits, then they begin a race back to the solar system, and they have to land on the solar system in order to claim their prize. And so the final round, someone hits 750, they try to reach the solar system. If they can't, someone else might reach 750 and land before them. But it's whoever lands first with the right amount of credits that win.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for the close overview of the game. And I must say, the components look really nice. You're spending really much time into made a good quality of the prototype. And nice map, nice cards. It all looks good and is ready for production, I see.
Yes,
that the artwork is done, and nice work. Okay. I hope I can show you maybe a preview copy on my channel from the game, and a let's play video maybe. And yeah, it looks really nice. I love space games, and maybe you will release a nice game.
We hope so. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.